bit. I was on an important phone call trying to wrap that up so I could hurry up and jump on live, honey. Oh my goodness. Trying to handle some business, honey. We got to get to the money. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for being patient, and good morning. Woo! It is Tuesday, honey. This week is dragging, honey. It's only Tuesday. I woke up this morning like, I thought it was Wednesday. When I woke up this morning, I was like, it's just Tuesday. But anywho, yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, I was like, damn, this week is dragging. But nevertheless, hopefully you guys got to work or wherever you had to go this morning. You got your coffee and or tea, and you are up, out and blessed this morning. Let's go ahead and get my disclaimer out the way. Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion, and it is used for entertainment purposes only and for fair use. All right. Yes, good morning. Good morning. I see you guys. Oh, Lord, 140 in the building already. Thank y'all. Please hit that like button. We have 90 likes and 140 in the building. Can we get the likes up before we get started right quick? Because I got some people on my porch, but they ain't ringing my doorbell. Okay, we done talked about this thing. It's called stalking. Okay? What you here for if you not gonna ring the doorbell? Okay? Why you on my porch if you ain't ringing my doorbell? That's stalking. That's peeping Toms. Y'all peeping Toms in the bushes. Come out the bushes, y'all peeping Toms, and hit the like button. Okay? What's y'all? Alright. Let's get this train rolling, honey. Because we got some good topics to talk about today. Hopefully I can get through them. If not, we will have to do a pop-in, honey. And hopefully, speaking on pop-ins, hopefully you guys got a chance to check out the pop-in from yesterday. Y'all know I did a pop-in yesterday around 4:30-ish. And we had a good old time, honey. We acted the food. It was kind of like a little mini drag-iversary where we talked about some tea, honey, that I ran across that I did not get to finish in Chronicles on yesterday. Lord, my son put his toy in the back and he's rattling around. Anywho, let's go ahead and start with celebrity news because that is always first, all right? Good morning for those of you that's coming in late. I was late too, so I'm not even mad. I ain't pressed about it, honey. Come on in, hit that like. Celebrity news begins with a huge congratulations to Mr. Well, let me say it this way. A huge congratulations are in order to the new owner of BET and VH1, Mr. Tyler Perry, y'all. Woo! Hand claps and applause, whistle blows, all that. That's huge. Tyler Perry is now the new owner of BET and VH1, you guys. That's huge. Now, there were several other celebrities that bidded on this particular network, because you know VH1 is also, well, BET also owns VH1. Okay, it all falls under the same umbrella, so he actually owns both. Yeah. So Tyler Perry is now the new he's now the new head of BET and VH1. Tyler Perry purchased the networks from Paramount Global, who they say was pretty much hemorrhaging money, according to different sources, to the tune of up to $400 million. All right. So Tyler Perry's net worth, as you guys know, is reported by Forbes magazine as him being a billionaire. All right. So they're saying that this new deal was an undisclosed amount, and will give Tyler Perry control of BET Media Group, all right, which also is owned by VH1, as I just spoke of. That's huge. As you guys know, P. Diddy was also in the running for trying to purchase this same deal that Tyler Perry actually won with BET, owning BET and VH1, which, of course, you see he did not succeed in that. Tyler Perry did. So he is the owner of this. Congratulations are in order to him. That's very huge. For Tyler Perry to go from a person of being homeless and sleeping in his car to now owning a very major black network, BET, which is Black Entertainment Television, that is huge. And he also is the owner of VH1. Yeah, what y'all think about that? There were a lot of people in the comments, which you guys know I always go to the comments because I like to know how people feel about certain conversations and or topics. A lot of comments were kind of negative. I saw there were more negative comments than positive when this news was actually put out there about Tyler Perry taking on ownership of BET and VH1. A lot of people were concerned that Tyler Perry will make BET and VH1 a platform for all media in his actually shows, for like Medea shows and plays, and they were like, we don't want to see that shit. I think that that's just very insensitive. Like, guys, first of all, be happy that a black man finally owns BET, a network that we actually watch. Like, a black man should be over shows that we watch, because what better person would know what our kind like to watch, or our type of people like to watch, than, you know, someone who is of the black race. Tyler Perry, who better to do that? He's proven himself to be a great producer in his own shows for the Tyler Perry Studios and network or whatever. So I think he would do well for BET. Hopefully he turns it around, and some other shows that a lot of people enjoy watching, maybe he can refresh those shows and maybe bring some of those shows back. Okay, so we'll see what it's giving, honey. But bottom line, congratulations to him. I have nothing negative to say about that. Anytime something big like that happens for someone, you have to give congratulations. There should not be any hate there. God blesses who he wants to bless. Elevation comes from God. Who are we to be mad at God for elevating who he chooses to elevate? Get your stuff together so that he can see some elevation in you. That's how I got to leave it. We got to leave it on the floor like that. Don't be mad at somebody else's elevation, honey. Work on yourself so that you too can be elevated. You know, if he did it for Tyler, honey, if he got him from sleeping out the back seat of his car to now being a billionaire and making major moves like this, God is not a respective person. Okay, so shout out to you, Tyler Perry, for that. And he's still humble, and I like that about him. A lot of people who come up on a lot of money like that, they become very cocky. They become very, you know, feeling themselves. But Tyler has remained humble, and that is why he continues to elevate and be blessed. All right, let's keep it moving. Yes, honey. Woo, child. I don't want to preach to nobody this morning, but y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, so Megan Good, honey. Megan Good's ex-husband, Devon Franklin, honey, says that he still cries himself to sleep after he and Megan's divorce. I said, Jesus said ain't so, Lord. Now, they've been divorced now. Has it gone on, what, like 2.5 years now? Has it been that long? I want to say about 2.5 going on 3 years that they've been divorced. And he said he still cries himself to sleep at night, honey, over Megan Good. I said, child, say it ain't so, Lord. There ain't nothing wrong with a man crying, honey. I mean, hell, Lenny Williams said he cried. All right. Oh, he said he cried, honey. He said, oh. Was Devon over there doing like that? Was he crying like that? And I cried. Oh. Megan, was he home on that type of bullshit? Megan, I can't go to sleep, Megan, because I'm still dreaming about you, Megan. I picked up I tried to call you, but the calls were unanswered. I tried to email you, but I slowly realized that I was blocked. And I cried. Was he on that? But let's move on, child. I'm trying to act a little silly this morning. my petty waking up, y'all. Anywho, so Devon says that I'm doing much better, but the process to that, he says, he said that I can sit here before all of you and have this interview and be calm and introspective. I like that word. And he said, and all that. He says, but that comes from a process, you know. He says that there are nights when I'm still crying myself to sleep. He says, there are moments where I've been angry, but I've allowed myself to feel whatever I felt in order to heal because of my experience when I'm not facing what I'm feeling. Okay. Yeah, child. He did a whole little synopsis of his feelings and how he feel about this situation. So y'all know that Megan now is dating Jonathan Majors. Okay. So Devon, honey, you might want to keep some of these feelings under wrap, honey, because you know, Jonathan is known to be out here slapping folk from time to time, honey. That he's still in court. They ain't found out yet if he's guilty. So you might want to hold back on these feelings, these outward feelings, until we find out what's really going on with his ass. All right, because you know him and Megan Good are, you know, dating. So I don't know. Megan sound like you done turn him out, honey. You done put that good old whop on him, honey. He is sitting over there in the fetal position every night before he go to bed, and he is still crying over Megan. Okay, so Devon, honey, prayers to you that you can get over these feelings Megan, honey, because don't look like she coming back, honey. She's over there with Mr. aka Jonathan Majors. All right, moving right along. I don't know why he crying, honey, but Jesus, let's get over it, child. I ain't never been with nobody. I had boyfriends prior to being married to my husband, and I ain't cried, honey, when I broke up. I was just like, maybe because I'm so hard-hearted. I don't be in my feelings like that. I'm so removed from feeling like that. Like, I don't be crying over no man and all that, child. If it's over, it's just over. Hell, there's plenty of fish in the sea, bitch. Like, moving on. Because we're a head turner over here. That's how I look at it. That's how I view myself. Caramel is a head turner. Like, hell, I still get hit on when I go pump gas. If I'm out shopping, like anywhere I go, because a bitch always look nice when she step out. But the point I'm trying to make is we still got it over here. So, you know, my confidence level is good over here. So we don't be pressed about folk that we let go. Because there's a reason why you're not in my life anymore. Okay? It's just a reason. I'm just saying. We still got it over here. We still got it. And I kind of be feeling myself. And I have to let them know. Now, you see this rock on my finger. You see I'm married and whatnot. As the country people say, we married over here. But thank you for the compliment, because that just makes me know I still got it. If you still looking and you checking like that, that means we still got it. But we happy over here, and thank you for your compliment. All right, y'all know women, y'all know how it is. We ain't checking for what they saying, but it does kind of make you feel good to know that you still being checked on like that. But moving right along. Real Housewives of Atlanta execs and production, you guys, are accused of intentionally cutting Nene, you guys, out of episodes of this past Sunday's episode. Now, they showed like a recap of previous episodes and or seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta to kind of give people a flashback of how the show used to be with, you know, with the old cast members, which I thought that was kind of creative, okay? They scrambling because the ratings have been sucky for this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta thus far. They just came back with this new season, and the ratings aren't great. But they did do like a recap, and they showed you guys, like, you know, like way back in the day type episodes when Nene was on there, when Kim was on there, when Shari was on there, you know, like the old cast. And in the promo pictures, when production showed the promo pics, you guys, from older shows and or episodes, where Nene appeared, actually, Nene was visibly, you guys, removed from promo pictures. And they faded her out of pictures. And it was just so noticeable because people were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We see Kim, we see Shari, we see, you know, they were going down the line. But they were like, hold on, where the hell is Nene? Because Nene, she played a big part back in those shows back then. Fans of the show, you guys, were very outraged because they felt that Nene was slighted. They were like, where the hell is Nene? She should be in this. Okay, they didn't see her in the lineup. They saw Cynthia, like Cynthia was on the end. Then beside Cynthia was Kim. And beside Kim was Candy. And beside Candy was Shari. And beside Shari was Phaedra. Nene nowhere in sight. Okay, and that's how the lineup was. Nene was cut completely out. So Nene, after seeing this, she said several people DM'd her to let her know that this is what was going on. She replied to Bravo leaving her out of the promo pics. And Nene says, thank you, Tweety Pies, for all of your DMs and comments. She says, I see everything that you are sending me. And it's really just a shame that people can do these things and get away with it. She says, if you only know, if you only knew. That's what she had to say. I said, that sounds like a song I heard somewhere. If only you knew. But go off, sis. When you start responding to and putting songs in your comments there, girl, it kind of let me know you was really in your feelings a little bit. But I feel Nene on that because y'all cannot deny, as much as you guys might not see it for Nene, okay, you cannot deny that Nene carried the show back in the day. When Nene came on there, you gonna get a nice laugh. She gonna drag the hell out of somebody. She gonna read somebody's ass. Nene made the show. Period, point, and the damn blank. So say what you want about Nene. She is kind of outlandish, you know, with her mouth and her attitude, blah, blah, blah. But that's what made the damn show. People lived to see Nene on Real Housewives of Atlanta when it came on back in the day. All right. Now, TV Deets also came in and responded in favor of Nene to say, and and they threw some, about the shade towards Nene. And they pretty much says that erasing Nene from the flashback on tonight's episode was very petty and unnecessary. It says this is clearly a complicated legal situation, but the constant shade towards someone so crucial to the franchise's success isn't a good look. Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they hashtagged them, okay? So they made sure to let their asses know that was not a good look at all. She deserved her spot. She deserves her recognition, regardless to the fact that she did sign, that she did file a whole lawsuit against them and Andy Cohen. All right, Nene felt a way about that whole thing, and I feel her on that. So fans believe that Nene, like I said, brought something to the show, and they said that they would love to see her back on the show, which we know that will never happen. Okay. And as you guys know, at one point, Nene and Andy Cohen were like really, really good friends. But after that lawsuit, things just went very downhill and very sour between the two of them. So much so until Andy has already made it publicly known that he will never, ever, ever have Nene back on the Bravo network. So that bridge has been burned. He has washed his hands of that. All right. Nene was very influential in past episodes in terms of keeping the season going for that network. All right. Yeah, it was a mess, y'all. I was like, damn, Nene, that shit sucks. But keep on keeping on, honey. Keep on keeping on. More Nene news, honey. Nene Leakes, aka close your legs to married men, but don't keep your own damn advice. Now, I was taking up for you just now, Nene, but I'm sorry, baby. I gotta throw a little bit of shade, and I gotta talk about this because it is what's trending. Nene and her married boyfriend, you guys, have called it quits, y'all. Her boyfriend, Naya Sayo, they have called it quits. They are no longer together. Okay, Nene and Naya, you guys dated they're saying over a year, and the breakup reason was not revealed. All right. Now they're saying that Nene have been making cryptic posts leading up to the breakup, and conveniently talking about dealing with narcissistic men, which a lot of people kind of read into maybe she was talking about her own man. All right, maybe there was trouble in paradise, and now to find out that the two of them have broken up. All right, which we can now say she was referring to him, I'm gonna say. But I mean, Nene, you got a little narcissism in you too, ma'am. You got a little narcissism in you, ma'am. You do. I mean, you do. Nene is narcissistic as hell. She never took no accountability on the show when you tried to call her out. And she just did not. Nene got a little narcissism. All right. So Nene actually wrote, she says that a narcissist is the devil. Narcissists do not have the ability to self-reflect. They cannot see anything wrong with what they do. She says, and they only see fault in your reaction. I mean, that is a perfect description of a narcissist, and a person who is narcissistic can better describe that because they lived it. No shade, but shade. I mean, shit, that's just what it is. You can't nobody describe you better than you. So I don't know, maybe Naya honey decided to go on back to his wife, who, of course, you guys know was suing him last year, okay, for the dissolution of their marriage, and also sued him for child support because they do share a son. And she also turned around and sued Nene as well, you guys, for alienation of affection, causing her marriage to end. All right. And she actually sued Nene for $400K for that. Now, they live in the state of North Carolina, which North Carolina does recognize that type of lawsuit. And so I don't know how the hell, I don't know what came of that because I haven't heard any updates on that, but she did sue Nene for $400K for assisting in the annihilation of her marriage. All right. So Naya, which is Nene's now ex-boyfriend, was telling his ex-wife that he was going to a friend's party out of town when he was actually seen when he was out flying out to go see Nene. All right. And when pictures of them were leaked, the wife actually saw that the husband was lying to her and having an affair with Nene. All right. Which then sparked her to file this lawsuit. After begging and pleading for her husband to come back, he refused because he was seeing Nene, but that pissed the wife off and made her go and file this lawsuit against Nene and against him out of anger. So I don't know if Nene, like I said, and his wife are going to be trying to reconcile. I don't know why he decided to break things off, but yeah, we'll see what it gives. They do live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and like I just said, North Carolina is a state that does recognize alienation of affection. So for those of you that live in North Carolina and your man out there stepping out, child, you better go on and file that lawsuit and see what it gives, honey. All right. I don't know, but yeah, they were seen. But it's so weird to me because Nene was just seen out, you guys, at one of Portia's events where Portia did like a surprise birthday trip for Simon, aka Yoda. I like to call him Yoda because that's how he sound when he talk. Simon's birthday was just most recently, I want to say like 6-7 days ago, and Nene and Nene was actually there on that birthday trip along with Shamia from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia's friend Shamia and her husband were also spotted there. So I'm not sure what the hell happened between them. Maybe it was like a build up to stuff going on, and this was maybe their last hoorah of going out and showing themselves public, because they took a whole lot of pictures and posted them on IG and everywhere, showing that they were happy, and Nene was smiling. They looked like they were happy and in love. They were booed up. But then days after that, here they are posting that they've split officially. So I'm not sure what the hell happened with that. But Portia, honey, she was there with her stolen husband, Simon Gubadia, and they were smiling in the damn pictures. But hey, go off, sis. Hopefully they figure it out. Nene, maybe you might want to take a break because you jumped right into this relationship with Nene right after Greg passed away, not giving yourself time to actually heal. So hopefully she takes the time that she needs to heal and get over this situation and find her happiness. All right. My God. Melody Shari. Let's talk about her again, honey. Formerly Miss Melody Shari Rodgers. We got to address her properly, honey, because ever since she dropped that Hope, baby, I feel like I dropped the name. Y'all, when I said I feel like I dropped Hope from my damn name, okay? I'm just that damn happy to announce that Melody is now Melody Shari Rodgers, y'all. Ain't that crazy? I feel like I was dropping the last name Hope. But congratulations again to her, baby. Yes, Melody Shari Hope, honey. Melody showed her friend, her billionaire friend, Mr. Ali. For those of you that saw the live, I got to address it because it's what's trending and what's being talked about. He is a business tycoon, you guys. He was on her live, which kind of sparked questions by viewers because people were like, oh my God, is she finally showing her man? No, calm down, okay? People were concerned, was this her man? No, it's not. It was confirmed that he is not her man. Melody had already made it known that her man is not even on social media, that she's not going to be showing him, that you just saw what she told Kimmy. It ain't none of her damn business who her man is. She ain't ready to tell nobody and talk about it, which I totally understand because Martell's ass is on the loose. We talked about it yesterday. All right. But yeah, so Mr. Ali, honey, says that he is a doula for the biggest businesses in the world, like Apple, Tesla, and Amazon, okay? And he helps these companies make different products. So it sounds like he's very smart. He's very, very easy on the eyes, okay? When I saw him, I was like, that's a good look for you, Mel. Like, they actually look good together, but we know she's got a man, so we're going to stay up off that. So Mr. Ali, like I said, he's rubbing elbows with Melody, and he's a whole billionaire. So it's Melody met this man, as I think she was saying, on vacation. When she went on vacation, she just met him just by happen on vacation. But I'm happy to see that she's rubbing elbows with very influential people in business, okay? Because that can probably help her along the way in terms of something that she maybe wanted to start in business later on down the line. So her making these business connections, that's great. All right. Now he he was very talkative on the live as well, and he also threw his email address out there. I was like, oh Lord God, why? Because y'all know, honey, Ariana and Martell be sitting back watching on their damn dummy account, okay? So he put his little email address out there, which Melody was like, see, now you getting a little too comfortable. Ain't nobody tell you to put your email address out there, Mr. Ali, honey. Okay, so I was just like, Lord, I was like, oh hell, I know Martell is home, honey, copying the email address down, honey, so that he can harass the hell out of Miss Ali. Okay, thinking that he's really Mel's man when he's really not, because he done saw this man in the live with Mel, because y'all know he's still checking for her and mad because he done been popping up in damn comments, checking people, because Melody's happy that she ain't no hope no more. Okay, so y'all know he's sitting back watching from his damn dummy account under the name Bernicia. Okay, under the name of Bernicia, where they both be sitting back, him and Ariane, committing them crimes on this fake ass account that they asked done opened up. All right, so shout out to Mel and Mr. Ali. Y'all keep your third eye open, honey. Keep your third eye open, because Martell and Ariane are lurking. All right. But again, congratulations to Mel, honey, on expanding her business connection with Mr. Ali. All right? Yes. Yes, honey. He had a good look about him. Woo-cha. So, Bernicia, a.k.a. Martell, and Ariane, y'all asses fall back, okay? He ain't want to do businesses with y'all. He ain't want to do no type of business with y'all asses anyway. All right? Goodbye. Moving right along. Your girl, a.k.a. Tisha, honey. Tisha Scott, Letitia Mae Scott. We talked about her a little bit in my pop-up video yesterday, and I got some more news on her I need to talk about again today. Letitia Scott, honey, is caught lying again, Lord. I said, Jesus. Just when we thought she was done lying, test the lying, thick tongue lying, we call it all that, honey. She was caught lying damn again. Now, Tisha Scott, honey, is busted once again, you guys, in terms of white labeling her leave-in conditioner hair care product, or product as she calls it. Product with a PW at the beginning, okay? So Tisha took the time to go live, you guys, to debunk claims that her Macy and Mila hair care brand used Stormy's shipping policy, calling it an error by her web designer. We talked about that the other day. Now let me tie it in, okay? Now, Stormy's ingredients list for her goat milk product and Tisha's leave-in conditioner is exactly the same products and are listed in the same chronological order on both products on the back of the bottle, okay? Yes, now on the back of the bottle of both bottles of Stormy and Tisha's products, of course, you guys know Tisha, of course, white labeled it, all right? And I feel like it was made by Canvas Beauty, but how would both products be listed the exact same way on Tisha's shipping, on Tisha's bottles and on Canvas Beauty's bottles, all right? And then, of course, Tisha has Canvas Beauty's shipping policy on her products as well, okay? Saying that if you have any issues and or questions or concerns, please send your questions and concerns to Canvas Beauty's and then she put the website for Canvas Beauty on there. But then she tried to say, once people were questioning why are you putting this under Canvas Beauty's shipping policy, she tried to say that it was an error for her web designer. But no, we already know the cat is out the bag now, okay? Tisha wants the world to believe that she paid for a chemist and handpicked her products when she is using Stormy's products, and I'm gonna say allegedly, all right, but slapped her kid's name on it, and the Canvas Beauty brand, okay, which I feel is a whole solid partner behind this, and that's fine, because sometimes that's how it is in business. But admit that, just like her so-called business Black, all right. Now we already know Black, they're in partnership with over 8 to 10 people as owners. It's not just Tisha and Marceau, but that's how they present it, because they want to look like they are important. Black has up to 8 to 10 business partnerships of people that actually run things behind the scenes as well, who are partners in the business. They don't own it all outright, just the two of them. Just like Tisha and Marceau presented things with Schultz, like they purchased it from Mel and Martell. Tisha and Marceau presented Black, like I said, as if they were the only owners. But then Schultz is also ran by Marceau, and Martell's name is even still on the business, with Tisha's name nowhere listed as an owner. Okay? Tisha's name is not listed as an owner. All right? Now, Stormy's prices for her, Stormy's prices are different on her products than Tisha's, Macy, and Mila's products. Okay? Stormy's products range from $18 to $25. Tisha's range from $15 to $25. Okay? So if you buy like the bundle, like I told you guys the other day, for Tisha's products is like $25. All right? Now, like I said, Tisha lied and said that she's been working on this product and to produce the Macy and Mila hair care product since 2018, and that her kids helped make the product. How is that? How is that? I'm sorry. when the ingredients, like I said, are exactly the same on Stormi's goat milk product. It's giving fraud to me, all right? Now, Tisha, as you guys know, refused to tell her followers in her live what the ingredients were, saying that you would have to purchase the product in order to find out what the ingredients are. We talked about that before, okay? So all you had to do was flip the damn bottle over and read it off verbatim, or call Stormi and ask her if she could do it, since y'all two have the same damn ingredients on the back of both of your bottles, all right? So if you've been working on this since 2018, you should have had some type of originality. You could have paid for your own chemist, but it's looking like you don't have the money to do so, and you're piggybacking off another person's company and or product and making it your own and just slapping a label on it. So you've been putting labels on your own bottles since 2018. You done put labels on 175 bottles, because that's what she said she sold. Tisha said she sold 175 bottles of the Macy and Mila product. So you've been doing that since 2018, been putting labels on bottles, and now you done sold only 175 bottles of it. But you're trying to make everybody feel like that you out here on the up and up. It's just giving fraud to me. I don't understand it. Okay? Something in the damn Macy and Mila product ain't clean to me. It's the lies for me, Tisha. It's the lies for me, sis. All right? Okay? Tisha missed 3 degrees, but didn't proofread your own damn policies, but then you gonna blame this non-existent web designer for your shortcomings. All right? You want to blame your web designer, who probably don't even damn exist, for your shortcomings in saying that this person made a mistake and put Canvas Beauty in your shipping policy, when all he did was cut and paste it like you asked him to do. Nah, they stay on the damn fraud. Marceau, they done showed him on this past episode. He done dressed up on episode 10 at the damn work site where the damn Fairfield Inn Hotel was supposed to be built. But then months later, ain't nothing been done. Just on TV, fake flossing. On TV, fake flossing, you guys. Tisha lacks the ability to be great, okay? Putting her life on hold to marry a popcornologist is what I'm going to call him, all right? Who has Tisha feeling worthless and feeling like she wasted her life away, okay? She could have been doing so many other things had she not married Marceau, but he has the ability to keep her back and hold her back so that he can be in the forefront and look like the boss. He needs to come up. And you have to stay away from men like that who be jealous of the woman succeeding and being something in life, because then that diminishes them. It's a lot of things that she wants to do, and you can tell. You've seen her in several lives where she's pretty much been begging him to go to work, to be something, to be somebody. She had an identity prior to marrying him, but he suffocated her in this marriage, and she sat back and allowed it. And it's so sad to sit back and watch, but you're a grown-ass woman who sit back and focus your attention on hating other women versus focusing on bettering yourself and finding your identity again once you've been in this crazy-ass marriage for 18 years, as you like to brag about. It's crazy. Tisha sat in the comeback group meeting in attack mode when she didn't have to be, because she lacked the knowledge and ability to orchestrate a successful, professional, engaging meeting. Okay? Because your ass came in there late. But then when you came in there late, you came in there with an attitude like somebody owed you something, when I am the one that's giving you my time, which is something I can never get back. Time is something you can't get back. So when you come up in here late, after I done been sitting here 20, 30, 40 minutes, and you sashay your ass up in there with an attitude, that makes me have an attitude. Because it's the audacity of you to play with my time as if I don't have something else that I can do when I too am a businesswoman. Okay? If you guys notice, as soon as Melody started talking in the meeting, Tisha started playing with her phone, okay? Not giving any eye contact, which means that you are ignoring Melody because you have no respect for her, and that you're mad at the fact that Melody challenges you in front of others, which makes you feel deflated as a so-called boss that you portray yourself to be. Period. People who are intimidated by other people, that's the way they act. Whenever a real boss, when somebody who know what they're talking about start talking, they don't like that. So they do the deflection and the ignoring because that makes them feel good inside, and they make the other person feel like they're trying to shade them in a certain way of not listening to them. But you can't block what is being said, ma'am. It's already been put out in the atmosphere that you continue to bite off other people's ideas. You have no identity. You have no originality, and it continues to show. And your attitude reflects that. The person you mad with is the person that you need to be trying to link up with and learn something from. She tried to teach you the blueprint, but then you tried to steal the blueprint. There's a difference. You had a boss in your life who was trying to help you and get you out the house to teach you how to be an independent woman. But you allowed Marceau to stifle you and suffocate you and make you stay home sitting on 2 masters and a whole bachelor's, and you have lost yourself. You lost yourself. Tisha tried to be defensive and throw shade at Melody by saying, I supported your skincare product. Okay? But it's plural because Melody has products. I know you have problems speaking, ma'am. But if you're going to argue with somebody and throw shade, I'm going to need your syllables to flow as they should. You said that you tried to support her product. It's products. Melody has plural. You got to say plural when it comes to her because she stayed moving and shaking. Okay? But you were put out of her event, as she calls it. Melody had to come back and respond to Tisha and let her know, baby, I said sponsorship, not support. There's a difference. Now, you got 3 degrees. I know damn well you know the difference between sponsorship and support, okay? Of course, Tisha then rolled her eyes, which is always her comeback to anything in terms of you checking her and publicly letting her know you're not on your game as you try to proclaim. That rhymed, didn't it? I like that. And then proceeds to, again, look at her phone like a child would do a parent when they are trying to be defiant. Okay, Tisha has a child mentality. And it's because of the way her husband treats her like a child. He tells her what she can't do like she's a child. So anytime anytime that she's around an adult and someone who actually checks her and puts her in her place, Tisha contorts to being a child. And that was childlike behavior, to totally ignore Melody and not give her any type of eye contact and sit there and scroll through her phone when she really wasn't looking at nothing. It was just a deflection, and to let Melody know, I'm not trying to hear what you're saying, and I don't care what you're saying, even though I just finished saying everything I wanted to say, and you sat here and listened to me, but now that you're talking, I'm going to be disrespectful, and I'm going to act like I always act and ignore you. And that's why your ass ain't getting nowhere in business and in life. And that's why you miserable as hell, because you continue to display that attitude. Okay? Period. 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 That's on Periana. Tisha has been held back by Marceau, who does not see and or acknowledge her. Tisha is emotionally empty, which is why she seeks attention from others around her. And I know I'm not the only person to have noticed that, all right? Tisha was emotionally abandoned growing up and taught that she wasn't enough because her own mother, to Tisha's admission, never told her that she loved her, but gave her material things to show her love. Okay? Words go a long way. You can buy me stuff all the time. But when you say it to me, when you verbalize, I love you, when you look me in my eyes and you tell me I love you, that goes a long way. Okay? That goes a long way. Parents, tell your children you love them. Build them up. Tisha didn't get that growing up because Wanda was so busy doing what she wanted to do. She had Tisha as a young girl. So she wasn't taught what love really meant. Her way of loving Tisha and showing Tisha that she loved her was to bring her things and give her things. And then turn around and walk off and like, okay, I hope this fills that void that you're feeling. But it made a deeper void because she wanted that connection with her mother. So she put that connection towards her grandmother, who they said pretty much almost raised Tisha, and gave her that sensibility about herself as a woman. but she's still somewhat lost because she wanted that from her mother, which is why now Wanda is this hovering mother. If y'all notice, mothers who weren't there for their children growing up like they should have been, Marlene is another one. They are now mothers who turn into these hovering mothers. They hover over their children. Every time somebody says something about them, they're in attack mode. It's like they're trying to make up for that time lost that they did not have when the child was a child. So now that they're an adult and they don't really need you to take up for them, you are working overtime in an effort to be a mother when it was needed back then. It's important to show your children and tell them that you love them. Because now she is struggling in her marriage to someone who also does not verbalize, because I don't really see that on the show. I don't see it. He gives her things sometimes to show that he loves her versus verbalizing that. And she looks for that in people like Kimmy. And she tried to look for that in Melody. But when Melody didn't fall for that, then she became her enemy. You have to be careful with people like that. People who are abused emotionally as children grow up to be silent bullies. Look at Martell. He's a silent bully. Tisha is a bully. She tried to do it in a very innocent, quiet way, but Tisha is a bully because she felt bullied about her speech growing up as a child. She didn't feel like she was enough. She already said, and I played a video for you guys a while back, when Tisha used to say when she would come in the room and she would be around her friends, she would always be quiet because she would be scared of how people would think of her, what people would think of her and how they would think of her in terms of how she spoke. She was embarrassed of her speech and how she articulated herself. And we smart over here, we know some big words. In terms of how she articulated things when she spoke. So she kept quiet so that people would not judge her and or correct her speech when she talked, because that made her feel small. Even though she was smart, she felt small. She felt this big when she was in the room. When she got around Kiki, Kiki would do all the talking because Kiki could speak more eloquently. Kiki is a whole, professor. She's a college professor. So Kiki was able to speak. So that's why she hung with Kiki, because Kiki could kind of speak up for her and speak whenever Tisha wanted to speak. So Tisha kind of put herself on the background all her life. So now that she's an adult, she wants to be free. And now she's married to someone who's saying, no, I need you back in that space where you were when you were a child. Do y'all get where I'm coming from? That's why it's important to know who you are and love yourself. When you have self-love, when I keep telling you women, self-love is the best love. So that whenever you meet someone who has that mentality like the Scott brothers, because all of them are that way. When you know your worth in that way, you don't continue to stay in situations and do the rinse and repeat cycle on toxicity. I don't know who I'm speaking to today. It's a rinse and repeat cycle on toxicity when you continue to stay in situations as this in order to save face. It's embarrassing, I know, to walk away from a situation that you bragged about for 18 years, to be able to say, I've been married to this person for 18 years, but inside you screaming, inside you are miserable, inside you know that it's toxic, but you don't know how to get out. And the very person that you hate, you asked for the blueprint on how to do that at the trip in Destin, Florida. She asked Melody, how did you get out? How do you still continue to put one foot in front of the other after everything Martell has done to you? One simple answer. God. 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 My self-esteem. The fact that I know who I am as a woman. All of those things tie into that. When you know who you are, honey, people can't treat you any kind of way. People can't talk to you any kind of way. People can't deal with you any type of way when you know who you are and you know your worth. I say it all the time, know your worth and add 100 to it. That way you make your worth so high to where people, when they try to come at you the wrong way, they be like, it's too high for me. It's too much. I got to put something on it before I come for her. That's how it's got to be. I mean, that's how I live my life, baby. I put 100 on my worth. You can't treat me any kind of way. You can't take me any kind of places. My husband love me. He know how I am. He always say, baby, you bougie. I'm I'm not really bougie. I just know my worth. I know my worth. I know what I deserve as a woman. I earn the right to be how I am and who I am and walk in the way that I walk and have the type of swag that I have, honey. I stay 3 snaps up because that's what I deserve. When you know your worth, that's how you see yourself. When you know who you are. Tisha don't know who she is. Her mother did not teach her as a woman to love herself. She always say, I loved it, Tisha. I loved it, Tisha. How? When you don't love yourself. You hate other women because of skin color. You rule your life through skin color and how you see yourself and other people. You think by being light-skinned and having long hair makes you a woman. It does not, honey. It does not. Not even what you got between your legs. It's your integrity and how you walk and carry yourself. Your self-esteem is on 2. That says a lot about you. And that does rhyme. That does rhyme. That speaks volumes to the type of woman Tisha has become as a grown woman now. It does. That's important. You got to watch that. You got to watch that. So, it's crazy, y'all. And I'm almost to the end of this. But like I said, Tisha is looking for that love. But it's like she's looking for it in the wrong places. She keeps looking for it in Marceau. And I feel like she's just, like I said yesterday, she's so far deep in this situation with him until they are so far in debt. She can't just walk away. It's like she's stuck. She's looking at her children and she's like, do I want to walk away and have my children grow up in a separate home? But my thing is, look at Melody. She's fine. Melody spent 14 years with Martell. She has 4 children. This woman is still hitting the ground running and living her life like it's golden and making her businesses thrive. And she's happy. She's traveling. Tisha wants to do those things because that's why she hates Melody like she does, because she sees herself in Melody and the potential that Melody has, because she felt she had that same potential. But now she feels that she don't have it because Marceau will not allow her to be her best self. It's sad. It's so sad. It's so much out there. So she's made to sit at home on the computer and be bored all day while he's out running around cheating, allegedly, and saying that he's working and starting new businesses. But then you guys are sitting on a throne of debt. If you're working this hard to where you leave from sun up and come home at sundown, why are we sitting on so much debt? Why can't we travel when we want to? Why are we sitting on 61K? Why are we sued for $5 million? Why we got back taxes that ain't paid? Why we sitting on abatement charges? And the list goes on. I can keep naming shit because it's just so crazy. It's no way in the hell that all that can be going on and that you can be happy and free. Being in debt is very freaking depressing. Being in debt is depressing. And a lot of people, a lot of marriages break up because of debt, because of money problems. People jump ship all the time. Look at Tamar and Vince. Tamar hurried up and got the hell out of there. When she started seeing all the money and stuff that was going on and Vince being sued, she hurried up and detached herself because she didn't want her image messed up. She don't want to be bogged down financially with this person who she took vows with, which that comes with it. If you in debt, I'm in debt. But certain people can't take that type of, pressure. Tisha's marriage is under a lot of pressure. And it's all because she's trying to save face and she's stuck. She's stuck. And it doesn't matter how much her mother tries to protect her, Tisha is stuck. She's in too deep with this situation with Marceau. And I'm not saying that he don't have love for her, but his interpretation of love is not enough. It's not enough. The type of love that you're supposed to have for your spouse should overshadow everything. You're supposed to love the hell out of me. To the point that when I'm feeling a certain type of way, your love alone can pull me out of that space. You guys should be able to pray together. That's what being one means. You should be able to pray together and come together and be on one accord. If I'm thinking something, your mindset should almost be there. I was going to go pick up food the other day, and I use this as as a example of just my situation. I was getting ready to go pick up food the other day, not realizing my husband was thinking the very same thing and was at the same exact place when I pulled up. I was on the phone ordering food. My husband was already there and had already ordered what I was going to order. That's how much we are in sync. He said, baby, I didn't even know that you were ordering something. I was going to go ahead and pick up food, not even knowing he had done beat me to it, and order the exact same thing that I wanted. That's how much in tune we are. I had not spoke to him. I didn't even give him a heads up. He ordered exactly what I was getting ready to order. Because that's how much he knows me, and that's how much in sync we are. That's how you're supposed to be in marriage. Period. It should be a certain foundation. It should be unbreakable to where nobody else can crack that shell. It's you and them. It's one yolk in the middle of an egg. That's the way it's supposed to be in marriage. Nobody should be able to crack that egg and get in there to that yolk, because the yolk is what binds the two of you. Y'all get where I'm coming with that? Now she running around here talking about a T-squad. She looking for anybody to show her some type of attention because she's not getting it at home. Now you want the T-squads to be your support system when that should come from your husband. They won't even support any foundations that you're putting out. I can take my glasses off now. We part. Y'all need to see my eyes when I'm talking. The T-squad ain't even supporting you. The first person who should have put $100 towards that foundation is your husband. Just in good faith to show you, baby, listen, I know this is something that you're passionate about. Just to show you that I support what you're trying to do. Here, put 100 on it. I might not have a whole lot. Hell, if I got $1,000, put it towards. I'm going to be the first person to donate to something that you're doing just to show you that I support you before anybody else. How does Dr. Contessa beat your husband supporting you when this is your foundation? It shows that you do not support your spouse in the way that you should, and that you don't want to see her be great, because that diminishes you as a man. And that's the wrong mentality when you're married, because you're one. Marceau does not understand what being one is. Period. But we're going to end it there. I think I made my mark, and I got through all of my topics today. So I'm so happy for that. But again, and we've been talking about it for the past couple of days now, I am still going to say, honey, mute. As you guys know, any content creators watching me, I would hope that you guys would join in on this. Please, please, please. Hashtag mute Martell, mute Ariane, and we're muting Knox. We are not showing any support, and I'm going to keep saying it every day on my video until it catch fire. Yes, God, a.k.a. Little Diabetes, Knox, my son, in terms of how Ariane call him like Marlene does. You can tell Ariane been around Marlene because she does the same thing with Knox. Oh, that's my son. Marlene says the same about Martell. That's my son, a.k.a. Holt, a.k.a. Little Radio, a.k.a. Mr. P.S. Popsicle Sandwich, a.k.a. Mr. Pills and Henny. All right. We're gonna mute all them because he got a whole bunch of names. So just in case you guys know him by something else, I had to go ahead and read off all the names to you guys. All right. But yes, because I had to get my little petty in too. But thank y'all for joining, okay? I really appreciate you guys joining the live. Please hit that like button if you did not. Oh God, over 1,000 in here. Y'all are showing out. We got over 1,064 and we got 557 likes. Please, let's get the likes up. If you did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. Moms, thank you for doing such a splendid job. And content creators, thank you guys for being here and supporting as well. Okay. Love you guys all the way down. Please subscribe to this channel if you did not. And also hit that notification bell so that you can be notified, honey, when we have more content out, which is what? Every day. All right. Love you guys that way. And goodbye. Be blessed and not stressed. Bye.